whose government say, same as in the kind of way we say, una carry put for the DSS detention and in health condition they deteriorate. Say, they say that thing it get consequences, so make we go down to the full detail of the information. Because as I see, it be like say Kasala go bust soon. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has raised the alarm over the deteriorating health condition of its detained leader, Nnamdi Kanu, warning the president, Bola Tinubu-led government against the harsh consequences of Kanu's continued detention. IPOB, in a statement issued on Monday by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, said that the health condition of Kanu, who is currently detained at the Department of State Service DSS headquarters facility in Abuja, is deteriorating. Powerful added that it has become very obvious that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian judiciary, the DSS operatives, and some Igbo Southeast politicians are all together in a plot to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. According to the IPOB spokesperson, these people should know the consequences of any harm befalling Nnamdi Kanu while in their custody. We have repeatedly demanded for the release of Nnamdi Kanu as ordered by Nigerian Appeal Court, which discharged and acquitted him of all charges. Similarly, the Supreme Court had ruled that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. He said the same Apex Court declared his abduction extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria illegal. If the federal government and DSS have not succeeded in destroying IPOB since 2021, that they kidnap an extraordinary rendition Mazi Kanu, what makes them think that they can destroy IPOB now? The Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra reiterates its demand for the immediate and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to enable him properly take care of his health, since it has become very clear that the deteriorating condition of his health is as a direct consequence of the neglect of the Nigerian government and its secret police, the DSS, to provide him with appropriate and adequate health facility. The Nigerian judiciary should not dance to the tune of the lawless executive branch of government of the zoo called Nigeria and its DSS by colluding to violate the rights and the freedom of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Directorate of State is calling on the international community, the United Nations, Human Rights Council, the African Union, Amnesty International, Intercessory Human Rights Watch, and all lovers of freedom to compel the Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from illegal detention so that his health condition does not further deteriorate. Powerful question: why keep an innocent man in solitary confinement to suffer for no reason, even after the court have declared his detention as illegal, an abuse and violation of his fundamental human rights? According to him, Nnamdi Kanu's only crime is championing the Biafra self-determination struggle, which complies with the United Nations Convention and African Charter on People's Rights. IPOB is assuring the Nigerian government and all other interested parties that the struggle for the freedom of the Biafran people, our nation, is unstoppable. He don't shell as CDB. This one is coming from the members of the IPOB. IPOB at last have decided to rise up. Of course, you know that there was a lot of criticism that went on the part of what is his name, Simon Ekpa, who has been championing the cause of the indigenous people of Biafra. When Ekpa started doing some things, fighting harder, a lot of people conspired against him, even with the issue of insecurity and the rest of them, which was labeled against him. There was also a move for arrest, which happened, but these people never knew that Finland is not like Nigeria, where there are a lot of lawlessness. In the UK, even though there are some loopholes, but we know the law. to be very tight in Europe. After he was arrested, he was also released. And yesterday, the group called MASOB, that is headed by Owazurike, marked their 25 years as a freedom fighting organization. I will just call them organization because whatever they are doing there is what I don't even understand. Some of them now, the members of MASOB, you can even hire them as a security for your gate. You can hire them as a security, as a vigilante group, and the rest of them. It has just become a legalized group in Nigeria that is functioning with today's government. Every of the day's government is functioning hand in hand with MASOB. Meanwhile, on the part of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from the information we have been hearing so far, is that the man is seriously down. And you know, when a man is down. All right, on another information, explosion has rocked a major city in Nigeria as gunmen attack military police base. You don't share. Of all my hearing about the military, I thought that the military police is supposed to be the hardest of all of them, but as it is, gunmen has attacked a military base. Meanwhile, before I bring you that information, let's see what is happening in Bamako. They say gunmen attack a military police base early Tuesday in Malian capital Bamako, where gunfire and explosions were heard and the airport was closed. Sources witnessed and an AFP correspondent said this morning armed men attacked at least one military police base in Bamako. They have not been formally identified, a police source told AFP on condition of anonymity. Volleys of gunfire interspersed with explosion began at around 5 a.m. and black smoke could be seen rising from an area near the airport. Bamako Airport is temporarily closed due to events, and airport officials said without saying how long the closure would last. A witness said he and other worshippers were stuck in a mosque near the area during early morning prayers. The French high school Liberty announced it would remain closed due to external events and staff at the United Nations mission in Mali. In Mali, received a message urging them to limit their movement until further notice. Mali has been ruled by a military junta since back-to-back coups in 2020 and 2021. A number of armed rebel groups are active in the West Africa country, including separatists and jihadists linked to Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group, but until now, the capital has been spared. After the Malian coup, military juntas also seized power in neighboring Burkina Faso and Niger. Under junta-led Council Assimi Goïta, Mali broke a long-standing alliance with European partners and former colonial power France, turning instead to Russia and East Wenja mercenary group for support. The military leaders have pledged to regain control of the entire country. Their offensive against rebels in the north has given rise to numerous allegations that the army and the Russian allies have committed abuses against civilians since 2022. Charges they deny. This one is happening live in Bamako, Mali. Mali. Remember that as it is now, Mali is in the hands of the military, and the military took over. And of course, you know what happens in the military government, that when a coup is done, that other coup follows also, because as you are planning your coup, other people are learning from you to be able to make their own coup. As it is, Nigerian Army slams IPOB for torturing retired corporal in a viral video. The Nigerian Army has expressed strong condemnation of a distressing video circulating online, which was shared by Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government, in exile. In the video, Corporal Toriola Adewale, a former soldier who honorably retired from the Nigerian army 6 years ago, is seen being subjected to brutal maltreatment by the IPOB and its affiliate, the Biafra Liberation Army. In a statement released by the Director of Army Public Relations, Major General Onyema, it was revealed that the ex-soldier was forced to make coerced statements urging active military personnel to abandon their duties and disregard their constitutional responsibilities. He was also made to falsely claim that he was treated well during his captivity. The army dismissed claim made by IPOB and its leader Simon Ekpa that Corporal Toriola is still serving in the Nigerian army, labeling such statement as outrageous propaganda. According to the military, these assertions are merely an attempt to justify the inhuman treatment of an unarmed, law-abiding citizen who served his country with distinction. Another katakata don't set again, oh. But meanwhile, here I got to wind down the curtain. If not the first time we say they carry body chook, kindly go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for listening. God bless you. And you have a stake in the nations you are trying to build. He is alone in exile, but I am at home just as UNPO approved. On the proliferation of pro-Biafra group, Wazirike assured that the groups would soon come together because the independence of Biafra is at hand. Today is a special day, a day that the movement of the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra MOB was founded. There will be no more shedding of blood. There will be no more shooting of guns or any form of violence in our land again, because what we are doing is a non-violent agitation. I want to post it there, my wonderful people. This one is coming live from Wazirike. When I had that one, I say make I laugh in Jalingo as it be, because this is the 25th year of MOB having been operating in the nation called Nigeria. And they said they were fighting for freedom. They took over Ojukwu. Remember the 1967 to 1970 Civil War, that the damn head of state, Gowon, declared no victor, no vanquish. And that 3DR that said rehabilitation, reconstruction, and rebuilding, which was promised all over the nation. Of course, you know, the people who bear the brunt of that particular war was the Biafrans alone, who were refunded with £20 to start up their business worth millions that was seized in the NIG Central Bank. And up until then, a lot of people have been coming up. People like Wazirike, who came up with MOB 25 years ago. But the question is, what has been the impact of MOB in the Biafra struggle to compare to what Kanu has been able to do within the space of 2015 to 2024? You can count the years, and you can see that it has not been that long that Kanu started, and he has achieved a milestone. And now Ekpa came into the picture, who took it to the other level and made sure that a Biafra Republic government in exile started existing. Of course, you know that by history, a lot of nations that seceded from the Soviet Union was in exile. People like the Poland and the rest of them who were in exile before they become a government on their own. Well, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Wazirike has spoken according to what he knew, and I believe that he is entitled to his opinion. But the question is, him that have been fighting for this cause, how long, like how far? They say that it's not how long, but how far have you gone? Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu started some few years ago, and they have been able to achieve a milestone. Even Simon Ekpa, who is the second, and you don't need a glass to look at what's a bracelet on your hand. You don't even need it. From all said and done, Ekpa and Kanu has done more to whatever Wazirike think he has been able to achieve since the inception of this of this struggle. Meanwhile, make I carry you go on another information as they holla for the Obodo today, and among the sit at home, Katakata woes don't stop for the Obodo. As the sit at home don't turn bloody, this one they happen for inside that state where we say the man where they call Hope who's on danger. And I be their governor. They say the Kata woes where it happened, they no be smart, say the army and the unknown gun boys, some people they call on them unknown gun men or UGM. Other people believe say na the Biafra liberation boys. Now then they perform that act. Oh, they say they don't fire face to face with the NIG them boys. And from information we say they drop for our table, they say NIG boys na Chioma Ajunwa na in they collect. Oh, say the boys don't collect Chioma Ajunwa. I see they be. We dey try reach to the governor where we say he dey govern for that Obodo. Make we ask and waiting they happen. They say the man don't trauma, the man don't collect trauma. They say the man dey for Abuja as they be. Meanwhile, information just pop up on my table now. Dangote Group counters NNPC claims of buying petrol at 898 per litre as misleading. Oh, say Taylor. NNPC say waiting did they buy crude from Dangote's refinery in 899 naira per litre. Meanwhile, Dangote refinery has countered that particular mission. Say which one be that? But meanwhile, remember that this government promised us that as soon as Dangote refinery start its production, that we are going to have a reduction in the oil prices. But it looks as if that by December, you and I are going to buy fuel for 2,500 naira. Somebody tell me today, say, if buy 16 liters for 20,000, I said, oh, yeah, we call the divide, they calculate. We find out, say, what did they sell for at 1,250? For the black market, the people, those people, they sell 1,350 or 1,400. And that is to say that very soon, the country name will be waiting that they call Otilo. Meanwhile, another information, they say an unusual weather shift has turned the Sahara green. Of course, you know that the Sahara part of Nigeria or anywhere Sahara is usually desert. But as it is, there has been unusual change in the weather and Sahara has turned green. That is a miracle. It could be the miracle of choosing Mopol. I don't know whether you don't follow that trend. They say even if well done they had now, once you carry choosing sticker put for your car, my brother, na 6 months you go use your fuel. Me myself, this morning or in the afternoon, I go rush, go buy gas or even buy fuel, put Steven sticker. I'll be choosing sticker for there and see what is going to become the outcome of that matter. Well, I am not in doubt of any miracle that God can do. I am a child of God, a bona fide one, a trusted Anglican. But as it is, we have to follow the cruise of the moment. Meanwhile, be that as it may, as if this is where I'll be winding down the curtain on this particular edition. But before that, I'll bring you few headlines that you can keep up with. The first one is unusual weather in the Sahara. Then migration. Twice as many migrants die crossing the Sahara than the Mediterranean Sea. They say crossing the Sahara. Remember, you get some of our boys where they pass through the desert. You pass from Nigeria, from there, enter Niger, from Niger, you can enter other countries from there, and from there, you go enter Libya, from Libya, now you go follow, enter inside the Mediterranean Sea to cross. But the information reaching us sharp now is that a lot of people has died in the Sahara than those who have died in the Mediterranean Sea. Of course, both of them are quite risky because passing through the Sahara, the sun, the scorching sun there, my brother. And when you are passing through the Mediterranean, if you fall inside the sea, nowhere for you. But they say, as it be now, it better make you pass through the Mediterranean. One boy the other day entered into a container vessel, believing that the container was heading to Europe. Unfortunately for him, it was a container that was going to from Nigeria to Togo. And that was where my brother landed. And as it is, he came out. And that is the case. But meanwhile, don't try this at home. There is no need of finding a way to evade. You can plan yourself very well. And at the appointed time, you can still have what you are looking for if you actually want to travel. But we still believe, say, Nigeria go better. No slap my mouth. I won't flee Nigeria like Tinubu did during Abacha era, says Sowore. Of course, you know Sowore Omoroye, a political activist who have been fighting for, he has been fighting with with no party, and he wants to become the president of this nation. Of course, it is in the constitution. It is stipulated there that you can actually go with no party if you have enough support. But as it is not working out for Sowore, as his passport was seized some years ago. This year, the government of Tinubu released his passport, but he has still not like kept quiet. In Adamawa, Kebibono has ranked the highest on Nigeria's food inflation as at August and September. Adamawa Kebibono State has ranked on Nigeria's highest food inflation. These states, of course, you know the northern state to be the producer. You see states like Benue, who are known as the basket of the nation. You see Adamawa, you see KBC, Bono. All these states are states that produce food, but as it is, they say they have gone into food inflation. I be say hunger go finish everybody for this nation. Imo police foil gun attack. Njaba station neutralized 3 suspects. This one is happening in Imo State. Before I wind down the curtain, let's see what is happening there. If the country want turn you to thief, my brother, I beg calm down small. They say half bread is better than none. Meanwhile, as it be, this one they happen for Imo State live as government try to attack around that Njaba area. Now these boys will be see they do block road and rob. Now him be say as the obodo day now, anything will be night travel, they avoid them anywhere where they go. Try go during the daytime because the band is catch be woji ne fifia makamboji gechi. Meanwhile, let me wind down the curtain here, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you, mama.